talking about influences, right? The biggest
Hmm.
influence to us as people were probably our parents. I mean, I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know. Yeah, I don't know how it was for you, but I think for my mom especially, it was just like I saw that I needed to make money somehow, so that's why I started with like computer science, and
Yeah, totally.
eventually it didn't work out, but now I'm doing music technology, which fuses both the creative
That's
and the tech side.
yes, yes. Oh my
But
gosh.
how was it for you?
What's crazy is that you literally just nailed down exactly how I feel too, because my mom is involved with computers and software engineering, specifically
Hmm.
like maintenance and like back end, of
Yeah.
like
So
companies.
like IT stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like when I was shopping around for majors, after high school, I was like, I don't really want to do. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I love programming. I mean, I picked up like, indie video game development, like in
Hmm.
my high school, middle school years. So there's that little background. But I was just like, I don't want to do that, like programming forever. It sounds boring. So like, so I did Monco, which is a community college for those who are listening, and like, essentially, I was kind of undecided, but also like, I was like leaning towards like something music related. Like it wasn't as serious at the time, but as soon as I transferred to like this different campus that Monco has, they had these classes for music, and that opened up a world for me where I can like actually explore. And then like I graduated with my associates, whoop-de-doo, and it
Hey.
was time exactly. Hey. But it's like it's time for me to move on, and I think at the time I was still like, I don't need college for this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like I remember my mom was just like, she was like, she as
She was
Filipinos,
probably nervous. She was probably
nervous
nervous.
as
Low key,
hell.
she was like, oh
Yeah.
no,
um
my anak.
exactly.
Walang
And
pera.
right. No. And like my dad the same way too. They both, like, obviously, to just go back what you were saying, like how our
Hmm.
parents are influential, of course, like for my, at least in my experience, yes, like my parents are super influential in my life, not only in um music, because they were, involved with like the church and doing worship and all that, so I grew
Hmm.
up on that. But like not only that, but to segue into like, church, like they obviously been an influence to me with my morals and all that type of stuff, and just
Hmm.
like my upbringing, so like I credit them, and I will like, I'm definitely fortunate and privileged and blessed to say that I do have a pretty good relationship with my parents.
Hmm.
Obviously, not many can say that, which is, it's not a bad thing. I will just say I've been blessed to have a relationship where I can open up, and I think that's helped me really navigate my love for music in the first place. Um, but it wasn't all perfect, obviously. Still to this day, still not perfect, especially like, pandemic, being in each
Yeah.
other's faces all the time. But anyway, like, um, when it came to deciding what I wanted to do after Monco or community college, I was just like, I really still want to do music, and there, but like, not, I haven't been musically trained like
Hmm.
since like middle school. Like I was in band then, but like I dropped trombone in high school, so I had like,
Hmm.
there was no way I could audition to be a music student because I didn't know how to read well or like
Hmm.
sight see, you know what I mean, all that type of stuff. But like then Temple came in clutch, from our alma mater, or will
Yeah,
it be
yeah, yeah.
our alma mater,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
with music technology. And it was like, oh, look, mom, they do music stuff, but they also do computer science stuff. And she was like, oh, really? And I like showed her directly. I was like, mom, look, Python, Java. And like she was like happy. And obviously my dad's the one who's actually more supportive regardless of what I do. But it definitely gave my mom peace of mind in a lot of ways, that like I wasn't just doing music, and I was like involved in a lot of like more technological, side of things, which I do credit, Temple and our professors who like
Yeah.
catered us through this, like through that college experience, because like I've definitely picked up so much. And yeah, you know what, like even especially because now we're in quarantine still and pandemic, 6 months in, I'm super reminiscent, and like it's crazy how it's only been like a year ago with all this stuff, but like I miss it, the experience of making music, jamming with their iPads, and like all
Hmm.
that stuff, whatever. But yeah, back to the whole parents thing. Like it was yeah, I was the same way. Like I had to find some medium. It definitely took a lot of like educating my parents of like how
Yeah.
this could be a viable career, and especially now with like
And it's
it-
new. Everything
it's
is
so
new.
new.